Do you think the Cowboys, honestly, I need you to be objective here. Do the Cowboys have a shot against Tampa in that defense?
It's going to take a Herculean effort from the Cowboys. But they do have a shot. And let me tell you where that shot lays. With what they did, with what Dak did, first 5 games, if he can get back to that, and I know that's what I'm talking about, the effort, because he hasn't had any reps in the preseason, hasn't had any time to playing. But if he get back to where he was, and they were putting up 30, 32 points a game.
No, he was putting up big-time numbers before week 5 when he was down.
That's all we're talking about. Because what I'm saying, with Zach missing, what you're going to have to do now, as opposed to trying to slow the clock down, run the ball, even though Tampa's #1 great run defense, trying to slow the clock down, you got to open it up. Now you really have to battle Tom Brady. You're going to I'm going to need great plays made by the young guys, by the guys on the outside. And it's got to be quick routes. Because he doesn't have time to hold on to the ball. He's got to get the ball out of his hand because they got to protect that. And the receivers and the running backs, they have to make great plays out of those plays, get big things up the field, because now it becomes basically, let's see if we can outscore them.
You know what? Y'all are funny. Let me tell you something, Molly. Game 5 last year. Game 5 last year.
Yeah, the Giants.
Dak Prescott got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
He got hurt in the middle of that game.
Yeah.
We conveniently forget that coming into that game, they were 1-3. Dak Prescott was 1-3. And we can forget they should have been 0-4 if it wasn't for the dumbest play we've ever seen on the part of any football team alive in the Atlanta Falcons, and how they treated an onside kick like it was a damn.
You got to let facts get in the way of a good story.
Okay, excuse me. They should have been 0-4. We forget that. We forget that, with the exception of the Seattle game, if I remember correctly. Most of the time they were operating from a deficit, and Dak Prescott and them came storming back, and they were piling up numbers. But it was after they were on the verge of getting blown out. The Dallas Cowboys were 1-3 before Dak Prescott got hurt, and we talked like they were 3-1. It's beautiful. It's beautiful how y'all twist this. It's really.
Well, it wasn't on the offense. It was on the defense.
1-3 with a defense.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it wasn't on. Dak was putting up big time numbers. You were right.
They were out. They were down.
Right.
They were down.
Right.
Settle down.
They were trading. They were trailing.
And they won't be down, and they'll play from ahead this time.
We have a new segment. It's called Worst Take. And this is where Michael and Stephen A. get to call each other out on their worst take of the day. So, Stephen A., you're up first.
Yeah.
What was Michael's worst take on his debut here with us on First Take?
Easily. One of the most idiotic takes he could have ever made in his life. He has the Dallas Cowboys as contender and #3 on the list because of their defense. What in what world?
Was a little suspect.
Would you sit up there and go like this? The Dallas Cowboys are a Super Bowl contender because of their defense, fresh off of giving up more points than anybody in history.
Right. Because of what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about, the Herculean effort it will take from the Cowboys and the possibilities of what they can do. We're going to have to win this game with offense. Now, the defense is not the defense that we had last year. We already talked about this. And they changed the defense. They went back to what they know. Stephen A., when you playing defense, if you're out of position at the start of a play, you're already losing on that play. They were out of position every play. You saw that. I called it the Oprah Winfrey defense. You get 40 points, you get 40 points. Everybody got 40 points. But that's okay. That Oprah Winfrey defense is no longer there. They'll play a different style defense. And I don't even be a great defense. You got to be in the top 10. Just be in the top 15. And Dak Prescott can do the rest. That's all I'm talking about.
Well, Michael,
his worst take was trying to minimize Zach Martin missing and then come back and try to promote and say, Pittsburgh, they didn't have an offensive line and all that stuff don't matter. You can't switch. You can't use one over here and then use it one way over there. When you talk about...
You have called people out on that before.
Right.
I'll respond.
Yes. There's no response. All you got to do is say, you're right, Michael. That's the only response you can give.
No, because what I was responding to was all of these pieces y'all have, and we tripping because Zach Martin might be out.
But all those pieces
That's what I was saying.
Pittsburgh have.
But with Pittsburgh, I'm saying, regardless of trouble on the offensive line, they will overcome it. See, it's consistent. If you listen, it's nothing different. I'm not deviating from the point.
No. You didn't say they would over. You didn't say they were over.
Gonna win the division.
Okay, they're gonna win the division.
They win the
That's
AFC North.
overcoming is win the division. Now they don't have to go to Super Bowl. So
No.
but if the Cowboys win the division, it's no good. That's not them overcoming it. And we already got the Cowboys winning the division.
Now it's okay.
So it's okay.
The AFC North. The AFC North.
Oh my God! Don't try to say it. Don't try to say that. Don't even try to say that. No, don't even try to say that.
Come on. Let me ask you a question.
No, you can't say that.
Quick question, Molly, before we go. If the Steelers don't win the AFC North, is that worse than the Cowboys losing the NFC East?
No, obviously
Thank
the
you.
AFC North
Y'all
is
know
better.
it. Come on now.
But your Steelers aren't
the
gonna win
Eagles,
the AFC North.
Yo, Washington don't even have a name.
No, hold up. If anybody can talk about an O-line, it's me with the New York Football Giants.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.